serving young adults. We appreciate the attendance of our dignitaries behind me, beginning with School Board of Trustees President Noah Smith and members Mr. Steve Corona, Ms. Antoinette Payne, and Mrs. Maria Norman. I would also like to acknowledge Superintendent Dr. Mark Daniel, Chief of Family and Community Engagement and Schools of Success, Mrs. Shanita Bolton, Chief Human Resource Officers, Ms. Michelle Bosworth, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Joe Brown, Chief Financial Officer, Mrs. Rosie Shipman, and Wayne Area Principals, Dr. Brandon Foster, Dr. Jennifer Nickel, Ms. Deneen Neff, Ms. Jennifer Witzegruder, Ms. Christy Hoffner, Mr. Michael Christner, Mr. Shane Krager, Mr. Aaron Eastham, Ms. Ashley Simpson, and Ms. Julie Spradley, who are also in attendance today. We appreciate your commitment and dedication to the public education of our generals. We would like to recognize your commitment this afternoon by asking those in attendance to please stand and be recognized. They're already standing. They're already standing. We also recognize the Wayne High School faculty and staff. We welcome you to the 55th annual commencement ceremony for Wayne High School. Today, we celebrate the formal completion of education for 290 generals. Please stand for the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our JOTC cadets present the colors for the playing of our national anthem. The cadets presenting the colors this evening are Giovanni Alcantara, Lydia Demica, Robert Fink, Christina Gaynor, Emily Guzman Zamudio, and Indra Yee. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose but stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night when our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is my honor to introduce our salutatorian for the class of 2026, Michelle Garcia.
Thank you, Ms. Oberlin, for the warm introduction. I am overwhelmed by the honor of standing here today. My name is Michelle Garcia, and I am blessed to be the salutatorian for the Wayne High School class of 2026. On behalf of my fellow seniors and myself, I welcome all of the guests who have graced us with their presence today. This is a big day. Like many of you, I would have never thought that I would make it to this day or be standing up on the stage because of many reasons, one of them being the academic pathway that I chose. At first, I wasn't sure if I could take on the challenge of pursuing an associate's degree and ICC through Ivy Tech and a TAN Anthus while also achieving a top 2 GPA. My guidance counselor, Mr. Nevels, warned me that it would be very difficult, but he believed in me and I believed in myself too. I knew that it was a lofty aspiration to do all three of those things. However, I wanted to do whatever I needed to do to get closer to my future and my career goals. I realized that in my life, perspective had been the thing that could make my goals possible. I decided to shift my perspective not to focus on what I couldn't do, but what I could do. And it turns out perspective changes everything about the story that we write for ourselves. We all have stories that start somewhere and have led to us sitting in this auditorium today. Everyone has had to face their own challenges and struggles throughout their lives, struggles that you have chosen to overcome to write a story of success. High school is hard. Life itself is hard. I want everyone to recognize all the hard work and dedication it took for each and every one of you to get here. I am proud of everyone because I know how hard it was for me to get here. My story began with a little girl named Elizabeth who was born in Guanajuato, Mexico, who grew up to start a family of her own, a family that she had big dreams for, a family that she would move to a new country for. without knowing the language, customs, or expectations that would be set on a young single mother like herself. I don't know if she knows this, but Elizabeth grew into a woman I admire, respect, and love as a role model and mother. A lot of people choose their career because they say, my mom was a nurse, so I want to be a nurse. But my mom didn't have the opportunities that we had. So I want to write the next chapter of my story in a way that is true to the legacy she created, one that helps me build a legacy as beautiful for myself. I would also like to recognize others who helped me write my story. My Wayne High School teachers have all taught me something different according to their expertise, and I'm grateful for their lessons. Ms. Kelby taught me how to become a better writer, Ms. Cockrell taught me how to speak in front of audiences, and Mr. Nash taught me how to be more confident in math. There are others who taught me lessons that are less academic but still as important, such as my madrina, or how the rest of you know her as Ms. Flores, who always encouraged me to find the confidence in myself to take on the next step. And Johnny, my boyfriend, who played an important part of my journey, who helped me choose my pathway and helped me stay grounded and focused on my endeavors, especially the encouragement he gave me to begin and expand my flower business, which I am so grateful for, and for always being my #1 supporter in everything, especially during stressful moments. I believe we as a class have succeeded because we were able to adjust our perspective in the face of hardships, challenges, and new adventures. Tonight is not only about my story, but about our stories. Some stories were loud, others were quiet, but all stories have battles, and we have all doubted ourselves at times. But we are all here, and that is a victory to be proud of. We are on the precipice of something entirely new, a new chapter in our own stories, one we get to write. Remember, as we move forward, we are holding the pen, we are the authors in our lives, and we get to decide what kind of legacy we leave for future generations. I know that each of you has the potential to write something beautiful. As a parting word of advice to my fellow graduates from the class of 2026, I give you a quote by the beautiful Frida Kahlo. Si actúas como si supieras lo que estás haciendo, puedes hacer lo que quieras. Which means if you act as if you know what you're doing, you can do anything you set your mind to. Now set your pen to write the greatest adventure you can imagine. Thank you. It is my honor to introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2026, Sabria Jidda.
Testing, testing. Hello, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, Wayne's class of 2026 graduates. My name is Sabria Jidda, and I am beyond honored to stand here as your 2026 valedictorian. I remember being in the 6th grade and having extreme anxiety in front of only a crowd of 3 people. And now I'm in front of a crowd of 1,000+ people. It feels so surreal right now. I'd like to dedicate the first few moments to thanking those who got me here. Thank you for my teachers for helping me grow, especially Mrs. Cox and Ms. Kelby and Ms. Beal, who taught me to see their beauty in their subjects. I now carry those lessons with me beyond the class. Thank you to our silent services, our janitors, nurses, maintenance, lunch lady, and staff as a whole. Thank you to God, because without the power of God behind everything I do, I am completely inadequate. Special thank you to my sister, Hadia, who was valedictorian at Wayne, class of 2024. Although we used to butt heads as kids, she was my best friend, my inspiration. She climbed the mountain of success and showed me that it was possible. And finally, thank you to my mom and dad who sacrificed their home, family, and everything to immigrate to America so that they could provide us with a better life. Mom, please stand. Je t'aime. If you know anything about me, it is that authenticity is a big part of my life. During my senior year, I spent 11 months alone without my amazing parents as they were both in Africa. These were the loneliest 11 months, but during these months, I truly found myself. I always believed that authenticity was a beautiful thing. Poetry and affirmations were 2 practices that were a part of those 11 months, and inshallah, forever. Every morning, I reminded myself that I was deserving, and that my efforts did matter. And through this routine, I learned to forgive myself. And these are things that I believe that everyone should forgive themselves for, students and adults. We should forgive ourselves for periods when we doubted our worth. Forgive ourselves for ever overworking our bodies when sometimes we just needed to step back and breathe. And lastly, forgive ourselves for ever allowing our identity to be confined how others perceive. Moi, je suis française et chadienne. With time, I learned to extend this forgiveness to others, to the ones who only chose to see the exterior and failed to recognize the beauty and hard work in people's interior. To graduates, how many of you have struggled during a period of time in your life and no one really knew? Look around you. The beauty of Sonder, meaning the profound realization that every random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex and detailed as your own. Just because you see a person always smiling or laughing does not take away from the complex life they live or the emotions that they feel. Do not let people take away from your hard work just because they don't see it. If I could share this ribbon on my neck, I would. I would share it to my classmates who also work part-time jobs to make ends meet, who juggle classes with dealing with personal problems, or to the ones silently going through grief. While we all cope differently and others struggle harder than some, we made it, and we are here. So let's give a round of applause to those who never got the privilege to just show up and learn. For a long time, I fought to be understood, believing that people simply did not want to take the time to truly see others. However, I found that that is not true. Rather than trying so hard to be understood, I learned the importance of understanding others. To actually talk to them, minister to them, help them grow alongside me because people do need other people to grow. You are all those people. And I found that feeling uncomfortable is okay. Like right now, I feel my heart racing, speaking in front of all of you guys. We all saw each other grow into our own style, our own personality, and overall our own journey. The growth of not only us, but our school. No more complaining about having no ceilings or too much construction noise. As we're still figuring things out, let's take this huge step together. I'd like to share this poetic line by Mae West. We only live once, but if we live right, once is enough. There is a purpose in our small daily actions rather than focusing solely on those big experiences. Harlem Elvis once said, imagine you wake up every day with $84,600 in your bank account, and every day, at the end of the night, it's gone, whether you wasted it or not. And the next day, you get another $84,600. You would do anything in your power to spend it because you know the next day you're going to get the same amount. You'll make the best of it, right? You get 84,600 seconds every day. Why waste time? Let's start today. Step outside your comfort zone, take that risk, ask that person out, compliment that stranger. Now, let's hope we see each other again. Meet each other after becoming the best versions of ourselves. Thank you. Now, it is my honor to introduce the superintendent for Fort Wayne Community Schools, Mark Daniel.
Thank you. Class of 2026, look around you. Look at the people beside you, the families behind you, the teachers, coaches who got you here. This moment belongs to all of you. But let me make this very clear. It especially belongs to you, the graduates. 4 years ago, we were in the process of establishing our portrait of a graduate. And our model was, in fact, our students. We knew we had to make you a promise that Fort Wayne Community Schools is committed to sending you out of here prepared for whatever comes next, college, career, military, or a path uniquely your own. You leave here skilled with knowledge earned through hard work, late nights, classes that challenged you, and projects that pushed you further than you thought you could go. Those skills are yours. No one can take them. You leave here connected to the community, to mentors, teachers, who believed in you and to each other. The relationships you've built in the hallways, on the fields, and in the classrooms matter. Fort Wayne is rooting for you, and you carry those connections with you wherever you go. You leave here experienced because Fort Wayne Community Schools believes learning doesn't stop at the classroom door. You've had opportunities to explore, to try, to fail, and try again, and discover who you are and reach your potential. That experience is the foundation you build on the rest of your life. Prepared, skilled, connected, experienced. Class of 2026, that is who you are. That is what you've earned, and that is exactly what the world needs from you. You have created your own portrait, and as you graduate, it is time to show the world. Congratulations.
General Mad Anthony Wayne is the man our mascot at Wayne High School is named after. And if you study his military career, you will find a lot of crazy and off-the-wall stories about how he led. But one characteristic remained true throughout all the stories around him. He failed to drop the torch. In his work and his leadership, General Mad Anthony Wayne made sure he led and he finished what he was leading. He completed the job. I can't help but take that phrase today and the story that it creates in my head and relate it to the stories of the students in front of me and the parents and families around me who support them. It's the torch we carry as generals. For some of you, that torch is lit and you are following in the traditions of your family. You're attending a 4-year college, a 2-year college, perhaps the alma mater of your parents or siblings. You're enlisting in the military forces, something that's a family tradition for you. And for some of you, you're entering the workforce at companies that your parents worked for. That torch is lit and it's being passed on to you. I'm confident you will not let it fall and you will carry that light on, creating a story of endurance. For some of you in this room, you are the first in your family to graduate high school, or perhaps the first to have that opportunity to go to college or build a career. And for you, that torch has always been there off to the side, with your parents and your family modeling the work ethic and commitment needed to succeed. But it is you who will light the torch. You will create a path for not only yourself, but for the family and the community that comes behind you. You are making sure there is light for them to find their way as well. And for some of you in this room, that torch has been in your hand the entire time, but you've dropped it. Some of you have dropped it several times. When you stumbled, when you ran into an obstacle that you needed to figure out, or when you were daydreaming into the sky, not focused on your next steps. But the powerful part of that story, you picked it back up. You did not quit, and you finished the job. You are building a foundation of tenacity and resiliency. So whether your story here today is one of continued legacy, one of lighting a legacy, or one of building a legacy from the ground up, understand that it is yours to carry. And generals, you are ready. Do not doubt your confidence. You have the skills you need to move forward after today. You know how to think, you know how to act, you know how to question. You know how to learn, how to grow, and most importantly, you know how to fail. But I believe more than anything else, the generals know more is how to love and how to show empathy. I am proud of you. Your work here is done, but your work out there has just begun. Continue to move forward with class, with character, and with grace. Congratulations, class of 2026. We have all worked very hard to make it here today, and we ask that you please allow this ceremony to go uneventful. Please do not make loud noises and scream during the ceremony so that the parents and guests of the student behind yours has the ability to hear their child's name. On behalf of the class of 2026, we thank you for your support. Mr. Gaskell, with your help, we are ready to receive the diplomas.
this? Not right now. Nobody's walking, but you think I'm all right? No. No, I'm thinking, no. No, I was looking for support. I haven't done this before.
Valedictorian Sabria Jetta. Salutatorian Michelle Garcia. Ariana Abernathy. Damarion Aldridge. Hamasar Ali. Damon Alt. Selena Alvarez. Carlos Alvarez Carmona. Ian Ames. Toba Amiri. Nefakare Amunra. Mary Anderson. Vontarius Anderson. Azurius Angel. Gael Angel. Ashley Arandia. Zar Ni Ong. Akaya Austin. Gabriela Aviles Castro. Lumin A. Zubai Ben Ayub Khan. Anthony Bab. Nur Atika Binti Basay. Sherlyn Bedoya. Emerson Bennett. Margaret Bertelson. Caden Best. Imani Billingsley. Javarian Black. Liam Black. Gianni Bontempo. Marcus Bradford. Araya Bragg. Orion Bragg. Malachi Briggs Sullivan. Janaya Bright Foster. Addison Brockhouse. Kenesha Brookshire. Adia Brown. Joshua Buss. Jaden Byers Rogers. Ariana Cabrera. Catherine Calderon. Samuel Cano. Gianna Carvalho. Jory Chan Carmona. Tessa Chesney Jordan. Camila Chipres Macias. Abril Colazo. Mary Cox. Justice Crawley. Zakai Crosby, Isaiah Curry, Swa Bei Da, Rosalind Damian, Aaliyah Datcher, Anaya Datcher, Travis Davis, Martha Del Cid Ruiz, Kelsey Delgado, Giovanni Diaz, Ayana Doty, Lucas Douglas, Darian Dunn, Rael Dupuis, Dariah Easterly, Stephen Edwards, Abigail Enquist, Gage Eubank, Jordan Fields, Edwin Flores, Cristille Florian Castro, Ian Fonseca Bonilla, William Franklin, Naira Freeman, Anthony Fuerte Ramirez, Jasmine Fugate, Mylar Gardner, Jacqueline Garza, Jocelyn Garza, Macy Golden Nets, Gage Graff, LaShawn Green, Solly Guest, Zyvera Guyton Sherrod, Felix Hagan, Asia Hairston, Mohammed Hakim, Xavion Hall, Andre Hardy, Kyla Haroff, Hamida Hasura, Jade Henry, Braden Hepworth, Marcos Herrera, Lanisha Hobbs, Alyssa Hogue, Kayla Holman, Jaden Hopkins, Selena Hostler, Aiden Hauser, Mariah Houston, Colton Howard, Wa Nay Tu, Talayla Hughes, Zachary Humphrey, Adrian Xaver Egot, Casey Jackson, Seth Jansen, Dolores Jenkins, Isaiah Jennings, Diana Johnson, Naira Johnson, Asiane Jones, Avery Jones, Britton Joyner, Duncan Kearns, McKenna Keller, Ahmed Khan, Maya Keene, Napoleon Kidd, Jordan King, Genoa King, Jamie Kleber, Lola Korf, Javon Kukendall, Samila La, Janelle Lamb, Dominic Lampros, Abigail Landis, Cora Lane, Sami Lar, Smee Olar, Jonathan Lauer, Thomas Laws, Jocelyn Lee, Michaela Logan, Christopher Lopez, Nasaya Lowe, Alejandro Luvano Soto, Caden Lumpkins, Israel Mace,
Keandre Mack, Anthony Magana, Ethan Malone, Mar, Su Lang Mar, Malina Mart, Gibson Mart, Alina Martinez, Elizabeth Martz, Eduardo Mata Flores, Connor Main, Deanna May Perez, Grace McDonough, Sean McIntosh, David Mejia Sanchez, Josie Melkai, Angel Melendez Salazar, Mayor, Quayshell Miles, Noah Miller, Asma Norida Binti Mohammed Amin, Jackson Moreno, Marius Morris, Adrian Munoz Cortez, Sain Ya Neng, Malik Naylor, Annika Newsom, Isaac Nichols. Diego Nieto Garcia. Andy Nino. Crystal Nino. Martin Nino Aguilera. Jackson Nix. Chauncey Northern. Bilenia Olivia Del Cid. Yuridia Orozco. Jasmine Horta. Guadalupe Orsonia. Jacob Shear. Weaseline Petit Frere. Granville Pitts. Kayla Perron. Danasia Porter. Levi Powers. Jessica Pozuelos. Xander Pruden. Peyton Puff. Neve Quinn. Wilson Quiñones Sandoval. Logan Regalado. Angel Reggie Rajeswaran. Rose Reyes. Kennedy Rice. Cooper Richardson. Rayan Rippey. Terry Ritumalta. Cedric Robinson. Bella Rodriguez. Damian Rodriguez. Priscilla Rodriguez. Kyle Raymer. Alexa Romero. Mariela Romero. Micah Roseberry. Olivia Rothgett. Chloe Ruckman. China Ruffin. Alejandro Saavedra. Delanchi Saintville. Ava Salas.